Hello and welcome back here on my English YouTube channel about my Lego City project called Brick World. In today's update, we are coming back to my Pineapple store. That's my Brick World version of the Apple Store. And as you can see here, that's the status of the shop at the moment, and really want to finish up the lower floor and also want to work at the upper floor. So stay tuned for an interesting update here in a Pineapple store here in my Brick World. So stay tuned. Last time we stopped with that very big white block of bricks here, and I do not like how that looks. So I asked, especially on the German channel, what to do, and a lot of people said we can place the elevator here because it's very important to put it in here because we have a shop with 2 floors and also add a new minifigure here, a little light inside, and the doors are just closing or opening. And I really like it because that very big white block is no more here, and also it's just better, and we have that place of the elevator. Also added that little kind of screen here. I got it in a bag and I just thought it a good location here. Also can see that I have that bigger part here where all the cables coming up from under the table that are used for that little monitor here in front of the shop where there's the ads about the shop. And I think that's a very good idea to add that elevator here. And now it's time to really work at the other places here down in that lower floor of the shop. And for that, I ordered some new minifigures and you can see them here. And I think that's a very nice idea to have the people who are working here in the shop. That's a kind of a uniform for them. So we have 3 minifigures here, and I think they fit very well inside that building. And after some time of building and testing, we also have a place for our new 3 minifigures. Also, there are some other minifigures going here shopping, and we have that place here where the 2 of the workers are standing behind at the counter. We have 8 new minifigures now. We have 1,229 minifigures in the city. And also you can see I worked a little bit more here around that area. And I also tried to work a little bit more at these white areas here, added some printed parts here. Kind of screens or something like that. I think it's a good addition to remove a lot of that white color inside here. But the main part of the building, the main part of the shop in the lower floor is now done. And I really like how everything looks, the outcome of that shop. And I think it really reminds you a little bit of an Apple shop. Of course, it's not an Apple shop here in my city. It's a Pineapple shop. It's a little kind of funny stuff and funny name. And I thought it's a very nice idea to call it Pineapple because it's just a little joke here inside my world. But as you can see, the shop, the lower floor is done. Everything here is done. And now we can move on to that place here. That's going to be a kind of warehouse where a lot of stuff is placed in some shelves and stuff like that. And I think it's a very important stuff to have a room like that here inside the building. And by the way, that's how it looks now from the outside. We can really look inside the building, see all these big tables here with all the customers inside. And yeah, I really like how that building is coming along. And yeah, just have a look from the outside to our new warehouse. I added also some windows here, and that's how it looks now inside. I chose a dark bluish gray floor and also added light bluish gray shelves here. And yeah, we have a lot of boxes. We have these little white boxes where there are smartphones or stuff like that inside, and also the little letter here, another worker inside here with the table here in the middle. And I really like how it looks, and did not use a lot of colors here, but I think it's a nice addition. It looks nice. It has a good combination of stuff inside, and it's a very nice addition for the bigger room outside here. And yeah, it's just a very nice idea, I think. We have 2 doors coming inside. I opened 1 door so we can look a little bit inside from the outside through all the parts of the shop. And yeah, the lower floor is done after a lot of time, a lot of stuff, a lot of bricks. And yeah, we can have a big step forward here in that building. So we can now go on to the next part here, adding the ceiling. and working a little bit more with that cable management here, because it's a little bit complicated to have the cables running up here and then going to the front side of the building. So I have to think about how I can place them from the right side to the left side without getting too much problems with, first of all, with the cable management, and second of all, so you can't see the cables from the outside, because that would be not very nice. And at the end, I just added at first here more of these plates, so I can really integrate some light inside. So you can see how here we have some light from the ceiling. We have a very nice look inside in that little warehouse. Of course, later on you might not be able to stand exactly here because there's going to be another table for the city. But now I got also a nice idea how I can put in the cables. I have these little parts here. I bought them a long time ago for just €1 the part. And now is the time I can use them because my cables fit in perfectly here. So I can build a kind of bridge from the right side to the left side. And then I can put in the cables and everything looks smooth. And that's a reason why I always buy a lot of parts without knowing exactly what to do with them, especially when they're very, very cheap. And yeah, that's the time now where I can use parts I ordered months ago. And then it looks like that. You can see the monitor is now running with our ads here about the shop. And inside it looks like that. As you can see here, the cables are inside here. And the HDMI cable is here. And also the other cable is for the electricity for the screen. And I placed a lot of these tiles on top of it, because on top of it, there's going to be the ceiling. And that's better way to do everything, I think. As you can see here, I just put everything here on a box. It's not the final way how everything will look at the end, but it's for the moment okay, just for testing purposes. And I think it's a good way, because if you try to look inside here, you're not able to see the cables running from the back side of the building to the front to the screen. And I'm really satisfied with that solution, especially because first of all, I thought about adding the cables to the next element, the next floor, but that would be a little complicated because I would not be able to remove the second floor without having problems with the cables. So that's a better solution. And I think that's it for today. I really like how everything comes together in today's update. The lower floor is done of our Pineapple store. The next floor is started. We have a good solution for our cable problem here for the screen. And I think that's a good solution for everything. By the way, I bought that minifigure here from Avatar because I really want to do a kind of mock project with Avatar, but I'm not sure at the moment what to do. Maybe you have some ideas. It would be a little side project like I did that Star Wars project some time ago. And yeah, that's it for today. Stay tuned for future updates here and write whatever you want in the comments, and bye.